Hi guys, it's your girl Me-Anie here. I've been trying to do this video and I don't know, I'm not in the best mood today. I'm a little bit irked and then everything around me is just driving me crazy. But I'm gonna do this video because I promised that I would and I wanted to get this information out to you guys. So without further ado, this video is basically going to be talking about, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Some of the oils that I have been using for the past few months that definitely gave me a lot of growth. To me, now that I was able to sit back and kind of look at a few pictures with my growth from a few months ago compared to now, I can definitely see that there has been a significant amount of growth. And I want to show you guys some of the things that I've been doing and products that I have been using that actually gave me that growth. So one thing that I talked about in my previous video, I talked a lot about, I'm sorry guys. Let me try to log on my phone so I can see when you comment. If not, I'm going to be looking over here. So what I mentioned in one of my other videos, one thing that I do prior to washing my hair, I like to go through and basically section off my hair and just take any of the like residue that I have, build up, dry scalp, whatever you want to call it, dandruff, if you may. I like to get a small, like a fine tooth comb and just scratch that up to the surface. While I'm doing that, I'm basically bringing any type of debris that I have in my hair that's on the surface, on my scalp, bringing it up, and then I'm getting it out of my hair. So that way when I go to wash my hair, I'm not making it go into my locks. While I'm doing that, another thing that I'm also doing is massaging my scalp at the same time, because that type of agitation, basically scratching my scalp, that's massaging my scalp as well, and that's bringing blood and circulation to my scalp. After I do that, I like to go in with peppermint oil and I dilute that with some kind of carrier oil. So what I've been using, and I don't think I brought it out here, what I've been mixing is jojoba oil and peppermint oil as the two that I put on my scalp after I go in and I scratch up all the gunk and build up off of my scalp. So I put that on and I just massage that in. And sometimes I don't wash my hair immediately after that. I leave it on and then I wash my hair the next day. While I'm doing that as well, I'm going in again and I'm massaging that into my scalp. That allows me to do a lot more for myself. If you don't know anything about blood flow basically brings nutrients. I hate this noise. I'm sitting outside because it's nice, but I live closer to the front of the community, so you can hear everyone coming and going. Give me 1 second. There we go. And what I was saying about blood flow is basically when you allow your blood to flow, it's bringing nutrients to the area that's being stimulated. So massaging your scalp, going through, doing that. I tend to do it definitely before I do my wash, and then I want to do it maybe once a week or so. You can do it more. I tend not to do it too often because after I do a retwist, I don't want to mess up my retwist. That's why I definitely do it before my wash. I do it after my wash, before I do my retwist, and then sparingly throughout the weeks as I get my hair retwisted. So when you stimulate your scalp and you bring all that blood flow to the area that's being stimulated, that blood actually carries nutrients that your body needs. So in this case, your hair needs to promote the growth. So in doing that, you are promoting growth to your hair. Now, some of the oils that I use on a nightly basis, and I rotate the oils that I use at night because I don't want to keep putting the same oils on my scalp and I don't like mixing them. The reason I don't like mixing too many oils is because in the end, it gives it like this weird smell and I don't want my locks to smell funny. So I have here the brand that I use. I think it is called, is it on all of them? Yeah, it's Sunflower Mega Care. Can you guys see that? So this is the Argan Oil formula, and as you can see, I'm almost finished with this one. This one I had peppermint mixed in with it. Those two I didn't mind mixing together. I didn't care too much of how it smelled afterwards. The peppermint was a pretty strong smell, so it didn't affect it too much. So I had argan oil, and I would use this on a nightly basis. And this one is a new oil that I've been using recently, Baobab Oil. This one I rotate as well. The peppermint oil that I use, and you can get it in any brand at all, it really doesn't matter. This is the brand that I selected because it was at my local beauty supply store. And in this one, it's about one ounce, and it was only $8.99. I don't know if you can see that. So the most important thing I will tell you about peppermint oil is that you must dilute it with something else, whether it's water or carrier oil such as jojoba coconut oil. I choose not to use coconut oil because it doesn't do anything positive for me. It used to in the past, but now it doesn't. So like I was saying, the most important thing with peppermint oil is to make sure that you dilute it. You do not want to put peppermint oil directly on your scalp or your body because it will burn, okay? And I made that mistake even as I was washing my hair and my scalp was already wet. I made the mistake of putting it directly on my scalp. And when I tell you, it is like hellfire. It felt like I was just trying to burn everything out of my soul from through my scalp. It was just, it was so much. I almost cried. I don't know what the heck I was thinking because I knew better, but I felt as though because my scalp was wet, I was like, oh, it's already diluted because my scalp is wet. No, definitely put it in the oil, mix it with water before you put it directly on your scalp. And the magical thing with peppermint oil is a little bit goes a long way. I made the mistake of putting too much on my fingers and putting it on my scalp because it looked like it wasn't enough. But a little bit goes a long way with peppermint oil. So I'm actually going to show you guys what I do when it comes to oil my scalp. It's nothing special. Sometimes I don't have a bottle that has a nozzle, so I'll just put it onto my fingers. And I basically just go through, and I do this every night. I go through and I just run it along my scalp. And then at the end, let me see if I can turn, run it along my scalp. And the reason I do it this way is because I don't want to get too much oil. If I do it like that, I don't want to get too much oil poured out onto my scalp at one time because I don't want to be messing up my chairs and different things that I lean on because my scalp or my hair is too oily. So I prefer to do it this way. Sometimes you can't trust the nozzle too. You think the nozzle is partially closed and it's not, and then you end up with a whole lot more oil than you really want. So after I do that to my entire head, and I'm going to do the front because I didn't do it last night before I went to bed. After I do that to every section of my hair, I then get a little bit of the oil and I rub it in my hands and put it all over my locks. Now the reason that I told you the reason why I don't mix my oils together, just a bunch of oils randomly, but I'll tell you the reason that I prefer to rotate my oils. The reason I prefer to go in and rotate my oils is because just like with your diet, different things are going to do different things. Different like supplements will give you different benefits when you put them in or on your body. So one oil is going to do something different compared to another, even if they have similarities. So your peppermint oil is going to help with anti-inflammatory properties. It's going to help with things like eczema and itch. And then some of your other oils have fatty acids, which your body needs, definitely help with hair growth. They'll have your omega-3s, and then they'll have properties that will help a lot more with growth. So as you rotate between the oils, your hair is getting what it needs at different times. So you don't necessarily have to put them all together if you don't want to. I just like it better this way because I feel like I'm not putting too much on my hair at one time. And then I know for a fact that I'm taking my time in applying these products onto my hair and rotating it. So do that. Then I go in with just a little bit and I put it all over the body of my locks. I've been doing this for the past few months and I really didn't think anything of it. I wasn't really aiming for my hair to grow fast. I wasn't looking for any type of quick grow method. That's just what I've been doing and using a lot more peppermint oil in my routines with my shampoo, moisturizing, cleaning my scalp, and then going back and then moisturizing throughout the week after I wash my hair. And it's only in looking back at these pictures that I noticed how much my hair grew from that routine that I've been using. So I just wanted to come on and answer that question because someone asked me, what the hell have you been doing to your hair in the past few weeks, the past few months, that it grew so much? And I really didn't think too much about it until I really sat down and browsed through the pictures and saw the amount of growth that I had within just a short couple of months. So just wanted to come on and share that with you guys. The next video that I want to share with you is products that you should not use on your hair, especially if you have locks. So I'm going to go grab a few of the products that I used to use on my locks back in the day when I didn't know any better. And of course, my second time around, I have a lot more, pros and cons as to what to use and what not to use on my locks. So I'll go in and I'll share that with you guys as well. Just wanted to come on really quick and finish up this video. So that's where we are right now. Let's see here. Alrighty. All right, guys, that is about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if the message matters, share it with someone you love. And until next time, keep rising.